And it's happy Waynesday to you. So, I am going to clarify for several people that have been asking questions in regards to, all right, you did the video on life insurance, and that's supposed to tell me how much I'm supposed to be saving for retirement and planning down the future. It's a goal setting point, no problem. I come up with that number. How am I going to get to the savings part of this? So I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to show you with the calculator. And we went over the rule of 72, so we're going to add this. I expect you to know this by now, the rate of return. We're going to show you what the difference is. So let's say, for example, you make, and we'll pull out the little calculator here. All right. Let's say you make $50,000 a year. We're going to multiply that by 8. We've got 400,000. That's how we're going to come up with the first number, how much you should have for retirement. Should last you around 10 years, right? So let's put in 400,000 as our ending number. Now, let's say you've got 20 years until you retire. So you're 40, you're looking at 60. No problem. Is it too late for you to start? Well, no. The number is just a little bit hefty. You would have to put away $1,200 approximately a month for 20 years to save $400,000 at a 3% rate of return. Let's change that because we can do better than 3%. Let's give you 6%. Now we're looking at $861 approximately over 20 years at an average of 6% rate of return. Now, I know a guy, and I think he can get you better. So we're going to put it at 9%. Now we're looking at $600 roughly every month you're putting away for the next 20 years. And you can pause this video, you can do the numbers, do the math. This is just a calculator that you can find online. But here's the, let's go back to the calculator here. Let's say, here's the long and short of this. This is how you figure out what you need in retirement. Let's say, look, you're a little bit further along. You're young, you're smart. You have 40 years until retirement. Well, look at what we're putting away now. We're putting away $85, let's call it, a month at our trusty 9% conservative, but very doable number as far as rate of return. And our goal is to reach 400,000. So I want to show you something else. I'll reverse this in a little bit because after you retire, you really want to know how much can I draw off of this 400,000 and have it last, and how long will it last? That's a good question. And I do this for everyone that, is my client. You need this information, no problem. I'll put it together for you. But let's say you're making a little bit more. Let's say you make 150. And what I'm going to do is say husband and wife, okay? You're making 150, or maybe an individual. So we're going to multiply that by 8 again. Now you need roughly 1.2 in life insurance. So we're going to put 1.2 million. How long does it take for you to save, or how much and how long? So $250 approximately over 40 years will get you to your goal. All right, I think that's a very reasonable number. And if you're looking at 40 years until you're age 60, then you're 20 years old. Life insurance should probably cost you somewhere around $28 to $30 for a life insurance policy, depending on how long you have that policy for. But let's say even if it's $60 a month that you're covering yourself, this is your goal, this is your target number. So at this point, I expect that you've watched the other videos, you've kind of gotten some of the understanding, and I'm talking at a pace that you can understand this. If you don't, schedule a meeting. Let's go through this stuff. Now, here is what I want to show you. Let's take your 1.2 million, and now let's see how long this will last you. Now I'm going to freeze that amount. This is a fixed amount. It's still going to be earning. I would actually probably put you into something a little bit more conservative at that stage. Let's say you're earning a 6% annual rate of return there, and let's say you're taking out $2,300 a month. At this stage, we're talking about you've retired, you're not working, you're not bringing in any more income, but your expenses, you have no debt, and this is your savings, and you've probably got your house paid off, your car paid off, everything has been paid off, so your overhead expenses should be minimal. So this is just money for food and your comfort, your leisure, your life, okay? So let's say you're drawing $2,300 every month, and most likely you have something to supplement that, Social Security, or if not, we can increase that number. So how long will that last? So what we want to calculate is the duration. How many years until that balance is going to be zero? Let's change this with the ending balance. Let's say 20 years. So in this example, if you have 1.2 million at a conservative rate of return of 6%, and you're drawing $2,300 a month for 20 years, your ending balance will be 2.9 million. Yes, you still made money. So let's say your lifestyle is a little bit bigger than that. You're spending more. Let's say $5,000 per month. Again, over the next 20 years, you can draw $5,000 a month and still have $1.6 million. Let's say you did this for 30 years. You're taking $5,000 a month out of this 1.2. You're not adding anything to it. The rate of return is still conservative 6%. Your ending balance is 2.18 million. So, what does this tell you? Save early. The amount that you have to save, the longer you have, is smaller. So we've looked at a number from $1,200 a month all the way down to $85 a month. So, given the time that you have until retirement, that's the amount that will determine how much you have to put in, how much you need to save. And if you need help processing these numbers, I want you to reach out to me. I'm more than willing to help you and explain and take the time to go through this. Right now, this is, a 10-minute crash course on everything that I've put in for the past 3 weeks, and you may not understand it. So, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I'm broadcasting from my bedroom to make sure that I still get this to you on Wednesday. Bye.